What's up, everybody? Welcome to Among the Fence. My name is Aaron, and it is time for New Music Friday. We're going to be talking about some of the new releases coming out throughout the week of March 14th, giving my personal thoughts and opinions on what I could expect from some of these new releases. And as always, if I miss something that you're looking forward to, leave a comment below letting me know what it is. And also just remember, these are my own personal thoughts and opinions on what we could expect from some of this new music. So if I say something that I'm not really looking forward to, this is more of just an announcement. If you're excited about it, don't let me get you down. Be excited, listen to it, and enjoy it as much as you can. Also, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like. I've been noticing more and more people have been liking my videos lately, which I really appreciate. It helps out so much with YouTube's algorithm. It'll keep my videos popping up in your recommended section, and it does a lot, more than you or me or anybody will ever know. But moving on now, let's talk about some new music. We get a new album from Coheed and Cambria titled The Father of Make Belief. This is part 3 of the Vaxis storyline that they've been doing since 2018, I believe, is when Unheavenly Creatures came out. I was a huge fan of that. I know a lot of people hated it. It took a little while for it to grow on me, admittedly. But it's just, there's some bangers on there. There's some bangers. But then they released part 2. Window Through the Waking Mind, I believe is what it's called, and I wasn't really feeling that one, mostly because of the songwriting. They kind of changed their songwriting style. They pretty much got rid of all bridges within all of their songs, which to me is a huge thing because Coheed and Cambria is really good at making bridges. And also Claudio's vocals had a lot of effects on them, so I just wasn't really feeling it. I like his vocals. I know it's either a plus or minus for a lot of people, but I enjoy his vocals, and putting effects on it kind of ruined it for me. But I gotta say that the new singles for this one, they've been working. They sound pretty good. Remind me a little bit of No World for Tomorrow. So I'm really hoping that will be a prominent sound on this new album. Hopefully, even if they keep the songwriting not quite what I particularly care for in terms of what Coheed has done in the past, even if Claudio's vocals are mostly natural, I feel like I'll still enjoy it at least a little bit. We also get a new album from Downpour titled Where There Is Life, There Is Hope. This is the debut album from the melodic hardcore band. They released their first single almost like exactly a year ago. Not for this album, but just their first single ever. And yeah, I fell in love with it pretty much right away. They remind me a lot of The Ghost Inside. Not their new crap, but their earlier stuff. Kind of like Returners, which to me is one of the greatest albums of all time. And when I crave more of that sound, Downpour has definitely been fulfilling that for me, especially with their EP titled Hope. When I saw that they were releasing an album or even any new music, I usually have to go and listen to that EP because it is so freaking good. Definitely check these guys out if you're into that. Just beautiful melodies within their kind of post-hardcore sound. It's just so good. Sleep Token is releasing a new single titled Emergence. This is going to be a pretty big deal. The more I listen to this band, the more I fall in love with them. Their debut album, Sundowning, I believe is what it was called, took a little bit to grow on me. I did a review on that like way back in the day, and it was great. It definitely put them on the map for me, made me aware of them, but I wasn't like completely blown away. The album after that, Alkaline, I think is what it's called. I can't remember. It's the blue cover. That one took a while. It took a while for it to grow on me, but every song on that to me is an absolute banger. And then of course the last album, it's just been a little bit. Will Ramos has been releasing covers of majority of the songs that they had on their last album, and he absolutely kills it. So because of that, it's been kind of helping me get more into that. But yeah, I have a feeling people are gonna hate this right off the bat just because of how popular the band is, or because maybe they legitimately just don't like the music. But I hope it's great. I'm stoked for it. I just want to hear what they're gonna do next because I don't know. Like I said, I'm falling more in love with them. Where back in the day, I used to kind of roll my eyes. I was one of the haters, man. I would roll my eyes whenever I would see a new Sleep Token release. We also have a new single from Disembodied, Tyrant, titled 8.6 Blackout. This is going to be absolutely sick. This is one of the better, not really better, but just more unique sounding blackened deathcore bands. I guess if that's the subgenre you want to put them in. They're really unique. They have really cool songwriting techniques that they have. The rhythms they come up with are absolutely insane. And even during certain moments of me like not really enjoying just how intense the drums are and how robotic they can kind of sound, just the overall rhythm, the groove is just gnarly and it gets me into it. And yeah, this song, it's going to be awesome. If you have not heard of this band, check them out because they will blow you away. We also get a new single from Linkin Park titled Up From the Top. I have a feeling this is actually like a B-side or something. I think that's what it is. I haven't looked too much into it, but from the cover, I'm pretty sure it's a B-side. But either way, you know, I hope it doesn't break the internet. When they were releasing stuff last year, it's all anybody was ever talking about, as if it was a big deal when it kind of wasn't. I mean, I don't know. I just hope it doesn't create too much backlash more than anything. I feel like Emily is, you know, she's finding her place within the band. You don't like her because of whatever excuse. It doesn't matter. It's fine. Move on. I don't really, it's just, I don't know, Linkin Park is such an old band, and I view them as more of a legacy band more than anything else, to the point where like only their old stuff, which is what everybody thinks of when they think of Linkin Park, matters anyways. It's the nostalgia factor. So anything new they come out with, I don't know, it's just kind of there. So yeah, that's kind of how I view this as being. It's just going to be kind of there. We also have a new single from Rivers of Nihil titled American Death. This is one of my favorite bands, but admittedly, I haven't really been digging too much of their stuff lately. But the past two singles, they've been pretty sick. So it makes me a little bit more excited. I just feel like they're experimenting, and I don't like they're experimenting more of the progressive side of progressive death metal more than anything else. And me personally, I like more of the death side of progressive death metal, which is what they used to mostly be. And yeah, I feel like they're experimenting with it and kind of finding a happy medium between the two. And I feel like they're getting there. I'm pretty excited for the new album. I feel like the singles will mesh together, at least for me personally, a little bit better once I hear them within the full context. We also have a new single from the Callous Daoboys titled Lemon. The singles that they've been dropping lately, they aren't quite what I would expect from this band, but I love them. They're not like as crazy as they were in the past. They're still pretty crazy, but they just have like this really, really good punk quality to them, and I am absolutely here for it. Some might not like it because of how different it is from the stuff that was on their debut album and the EP they released, which I totally get because it was crazy, you know, it was chaotic. It had a little bit of Converge stuff thrown in there, but I loved it. I love the punk qualities and elements they're bringing to it. It's fantastic. It's like a match made in heaven for the way these guys write songs. We also have a new single from Cradle of Filth titled White Hellebore. This might be blasphemous for some of you, especially since I just said I like death metal and all that other stuff, but I don't really like this band. Musically, they're all right. It's mostly the vocals for me. It sounds like a hair metal vocalist joined a death metal band, and I don't like it. Their gimmick is, you know, it's whatever. But for those of you who are excited for this, you only have 2 weeks left until the new album comes out, which I don't know. I feel like that's going to be exciting. I hope you guys enjoy this one. And that is it for New Music Friday. Like I said before, if there's anything that I missed that you guys are looking forward to, leave a comment below letting me know what it is. And also don't forget to let me know what you want me to review next. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like. And if you want to help support me further than that, please subscribe and ring the bell icon. That way you don't miss out on any of my future reviews or New Music Fridays. You can keep up with all of it. And just thank you guys so much for taking your time out of your day to listen to me talk about music and coming back to another New Music Friday segment. And I hope you have a good rest of your day or night whenever you have been watching this. And I will talk to you guys next time.